Hello everyone and welcome back to our basic tutorial on Vue.js. In this video, we'll be learning about variable declaration and one-way data binding of those variables that we have declared. So before we move forward, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss on any new notification of any new videos or tutorials that we put across. So before we move forward and jump into variable declaration and data binding, let's first understand the project structure and the files that are contained in the boilerplate code that was generated by the Vue CLI. So I have opened the first project that we have created in our last video, and if in case you have still not watched the video or not installed the Vue.js, click on the eye icon on the top right corner and watch the steps how to install Vue.js and how to create this first Vue.js boilerplate code. Now, in this project structure, you can see that we have three folders that are our node module, which contains the list of dependencies that are needed for the project to run. Then there is a public folder which contains the index.html. This is the only HTML file that is going to be hosted on your development server that you create using the serve command. So this is the only HTML file, physical HTML file that is contained in Vue.js. This is the favicon icon that is there. Now there is a source code src folder which contains all the code that goes or runs in your Vue.js application. Now this src folder contains few more files and folders, mainly the main.js. This is the entry point of your application, where this is the point where your application actually starts from. Now the main.js contains a code which instruct the Vue to create an app using the app component. So we have an app component which it would be using to create and would mount it on the hash app. So hash app, this means this is ID. So you know the CSS selectors. So for CSS selector, hash means ID, specifically ID, and if we have used a dot operator over here, then it would be mapping as class in the HTML. So this mounting would be taking place in index.html. So in index.html we have a div which has an ID with name as APP app, and this is the place where all your Vue.js code will go into. So all the components or anything that is running on your Vue.js is inside this div. So apart from outside this div, there is nothing that is controlled by Vue.js directly. So there would be some other files which would be run when you actually create your build command and you create your final build of your application. So Vue.js will create some JavaScript files and reference those files and put those references in this place. So that is something that we'll be discussing in later part of our videos. So right now what Vue.js has given you as a boilerplate code is a main.js, which is actually mounting some component to your main.js and specifically in the app div. Now the app component that it is actually mounting contains the HTML and JS code that will be controlling the functionality of the complete Vue application, the complete component. So this app component contains three major sections, which is namely template. This is the HTML template that goes in. This is the script template. This contains the JavaScript code or the Vue.js code, the scripting code that will be controlling the HTML. Then there is a styles section which contains all the CSS that belongs to this particular component itself. So in this script tag, we'll be majorly doing some code where we would create functions, variable or properties, and anything that we want to use in the functionality. So over here in this, again, it has used one more component, that is hello world component, and it lies in the folder component folder. So normal project structure would be like you would create some component folder and it would contain all the child components that would be coming up in your app component. So this is the hello world component, and we have said that this app component depends on the hello world component. Until unless you list this hello world component inside uh, this object, this will not allow you to use the hello world HTML in your app component. So once you have done this, then only you can use the hello world component. Now this part is something that we'll be discussing. This is passing some property values inside your component, but this will be discussing in later part, and you can totally skip this for now and remove it from your memory right now. So this is how they have also created one hello world component, and this hello world component, if you go, there is a lot of code that they have written by default which contains reference to some URLs that you would be whenever you click on the boilerplate code, and you would end up and you have some reference documents to have. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of all this boilerplate code and have a plain white HTML, so that we know that whatever we are writing is something that we have specifically written. So I'll remove all this so that we have a very plain HTML right now. So let's run this code. npm run serve. No, I'm sorry, I think I misspelled npm. So it's starting the development server, and let's see if we have got the quite blank page of HTML on our screen. So this is localhost port 8080, and you can see we have just a Vue.js icon, and this is because we have this logo listed in this over here. So you can see this is a complete blank page, and it's hello world we have written. So it says hello world. I think I have, yeah, hello world. So we can see the hello world over here. So this is the simplest application right now. Now let's start by declaring some variables and bind them on your HTML inside the hello world component that we have. So to create a variable, we need to follow certain rules in Vue.js. So you need to create a function which is by the name data, and that should return all the variables that can be used or will be used inside your Vue.js component. So what we'll do is we'll create a data tag, data function, and let's say return it would return, let's say, name, and this name is specifically string the exception handler, and let's say I have age as a variable which is 10. Now let's bind this hello world, then I have a HR tag just to have a demarcation, and name as, so this is syntax used for one-way binding. So you'll just mention the variable name that you have created inside the data function. So this is how you bind the data, and then I'll give a br tag just for next line right now, and let's say age. So this is a pretty simple thing that we have done. We have just created two variables and we have binded them on UI. Let's see if we can see them. Yeah, we are able to see them on the screen. So this is how you can create variables in Vue.js application and bind them to your HTML template. So in the next coming videos, we'll be seeing how we would create use some directives to do some two-way binding. Like for example, some variable value is initially initialized in your JavaScript code and is binded to some text box or something, and user can go ahead and fill that text box, and simultaneously your variable inside your JavaScript code, that is the variable that you have created over here, also gets updated. So in the coming videos, we'll have a look at that, and we'll slowly, gradually understand the deeper concepts of Vue.js. So yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss on any notifications of any new videos or series that we put forward. We would love to hear from you of any feedbacks or any tutorial that you want us to do of any specific features of the language which we have put across, or any new language that you want us to make videos on. So we would appreciate if you can comment on the videos, and we would definitely reach out and look forward to answer your queries.